oil. Been one of those mornings. So I was out attempting to run the strip tow bar, and of course, I didn't learn my lesson. Forgot to clean off the opening discs. They're all frozen solid. So I came back. I figured I'm just going to take off the mud scrapers at this point and see if I can't get them cleaned up faster that way. Came home, started the truck, oil all over the ground. So I've got the truck in here, and we got to figure out what's going on here. Got to have some room. Okay, coming from the front here, obviously, I wonder if it could be the timing cover gasket. Mind you, this thing only has 48,000 miles on it. It's a 2017. It really shouldn't be having any issues, but here we are. Which, I wasn't even going to run this because they're salting the roads. Which, I don't know why, there was just a chance of flurries.
The ground was white in Tiscawa.
Really?
They've had at least a half an inch up there already.
Really?
When I came through.
Huh. Well, yeah, they were throwing liquid salt down when I was on my way here. So I wasn't even going to run this thing.
Yeah, they had a pretty good snow in Tiscawa.
Dad thinks the front crank seal, which is basically my opinion as well, front timing cover, it's somewhere in there. So, yeah. Luckily, he's got a warranty under this thing, hopefully. He's only got 48,000 miles. I think he's got 10-year, 100,000 or something like that. So we'll just have to send it in because I really don't feel like tearing into this dumb thing. And neither does he, quite frankly.
I'm going to try.
To knock it off?
Yeah.
That's the exact tools that I had, and it was taking forever. So
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I thought since we had tools it might work.
No, I had a hammer and that same exact pry bar. Yeah, it's very frozen on there. And the thing of it is, it's not frozen enough. So it's just enough to where it's still gummy. Look at that. Done. Just like that.
That's probably, you're probably right.
Yep. I think that's the easiest bet.
You want to put them back on?
Yeah.
Put them back on or not while it's frozen?
I thought about just trying to run them with them off quick. I think it's frozen enough that it's not going to do much. And I'm just going to have to knock them out again if I want to run again.
That's what I mean.
So I'm thinking just take them off and call it good.
Well, we'll take them off, we'll try it. Just don't lose the bolts.
Yeah, that's the worst
issue. If it
issue.
don't work, we'll put it back on quick.
Well, we got that situated. We're back at it again. See, I've made a mess again over here. That's when I quit the other night. The stuff just gets wet and just don't feed through. It's not caking up on the wheels, so or on the disc openers there. So I think we're in the clear. I don't know what the strips look like yet until I get out. That is the one thing I don't like about this bar is that air cart being in front of the bar. I cannot see anything that's going on back there. I do have a camera though that I can switch to. I can see it is making strips, but that's about it. The camera's not good enough for me to really say if they're good or not. Go ahead and stop here at the waterway and check these strips. They are looking a little rough. They're not the worst strips I've ever seen. Yeah, they're a little cloddy, but it is working up okay. Actually, I'm a little bit on my row, so it looks a little worse. I think they're okay. This is a bad spot to check, really, because I'm still on the row here.
Yes.
Once I get up closer to that hillside, I'm off of the row.
Well, at the very least, finish this place.
Yep.
I don't know whether to tell you to go anywhere else or not.
Well, I'll bring it home because it needs fuel anyway.
We can
We
go
can
for the
go from there.
9 and 40 maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go much further. I think we're done. I think as far as we're going to go after she next time.
Yeah. Okay. I'll finish here. I'm not sure if I told you guys yet, but Dad is officially tired. He told me. He said, I'm tired. Tired of dealing with all this stuff breaking down. And this year it really has been, annoying. It obviously does, it comes with the job, I understand, but now we've got the 305 is just a total monstrosity. He was trying to finish the ammonia, which he's got all but 120 acres left on the ammonia. And he switched to the ripper and has been getting the ripper caught up and done. He's got 30 acres left. During the fall, we had an issue with the clutch, obviously. And it was jerking real bad. So that's got to be fixed yet. And they tried a few quick fixes. Wasn't the answer. They're going to have to tear into it. So that started it. And then I had a few more issues. Oil leak, lower seal is leaking. It's the fourth one we'll be putting in. It doesn't even have 4,000 hours on the tractor yet. It's the fourth one we've put in. And now, he had 30 acres left on that ripper. It is all the way south of Lakin. And steering block went bad. He couldn't steer left. Literally, in order to drive straight, he had to constantly turn left the entire time just to drive straight. It looks like it's balling up, and it's actually clinging to my openers. Anyway, steering block's bad on that. 4 left in the country, and it's on back order. So the 305 is sitting over south of Lakin. We can't even finish ripping because we don't have a tractor for it. We can't finish the ammonia unless I get done with the strip till bar and decide to put on ammonia with this. But the controller and everything's in the 305. It's just been an interesting one, really. Usually tractors are one you don't really have issues with, and if they are, they're minor details. Gosh. I will say the deer, this 8270, has been wonderful. Yeah, that's an issue. I figured it'd be frozen enough that wouldn't happen, but looks like I am going to have to put the scrapers back on. Haven't been this miserably cold in a long, long time. Wow. Now that I'm officially frozen to the core, I think we're good. Let's go finish these strips. My gosh, I've been on this field for way too long. Way too long. The neighbors are probably talking already. You notice it's been like 5 days and they're still in that same 80? Yes, we are. There's a difference between ripping and strip tilling. If you want to do a good job, you get done early. It's nobody's fault but my own. We are recording track, putting the end rows on. It looks like I needed to shift over about 15 rows to the outside, so that's what I've been doing. We're going just on the outside of our corn row there. It looks like that's what we had about last year. That's where my sprayer pass was anyway, so there's room over there, so I'm going to take it. It's got a little bitty point row here that I'm putting on that really doesn't matter, but I figured I'd fill it in, because why not? Got extra fertilizer anyway, just throw it on there. And when I mean a point row, I do mean one row. So, alright. We're out of here. All right. Let's head her down the road. Don't know what's going on over there, if it's snowing or what, but I'm kind of headed that direction, so let's hope it's not. I wish I was heading that direction. Okay, we're at the 70-acre Holler Farm now. There's the main highway there, 29. This is the old main highway, old 29. You can see why they got rid of it. It's a little small. Doesn't quite fit anything on it anymore. Fertilizer's here. Perfect timing. It's kind of sloppy here. I'm not too sure if I can run here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get everything started. Oops, not float, you dummy. I've got about 2,500 pounds, 2,000 pounds somewhere in there left on the cart, so I'm just gonna go ahead before I even load, check to make sure this thing is even going to run. So, well, we've been running for, this is the third pass anyway. Looks phenomenal. So I'm going to keep running so long as this lets me keep running. I do have an engine system. I don't know if the fuel pump's going bad. I had this go off on penners, and I had a set of fuel filters in the cab with me. I just went ahead and put those on, and it hasn't done it to me since. Well, now it's back, and I doubt it's fuel filters now, because I don't even have maybe 30 hours on them. Not even, probably. Not enough to justify throwing a code, let's put it that way. But then again, they were brand new filters, and you can't trust anything new today. So I had to say, the 8270's just been running great. I will say that. I don't know why I do these things. The temperature is only dropping. It's down to 28 degrees now. It's supposed to be down to 18 or something like that tonight, which this stuff looks fantastic. It's not really clumpy at all. Nothing. I'm not throwing clods everywhere. It looks really nice. So it was a little wetter. We got about half an inch here or something like that, where we got 2-3 at home or on that other field. So we got a little more rain here. But hopefully, my wife is off work until Thursday, so today's Monday. I can run all night if I want to. I have no responsibilities to go pick up the kid or, take care of her tonight. The wife will be home to take care of that. I should be able to run as late as I want to, so long as Mother Nature helps me out a little bit here. Yeah, you can see my strips are looking way better than Moore's over there, that Moore 80. We're liking it. We're going to keep on rolling. Yeah, I get to wave at everybody going by. And they can see whether I'm slacking or not, or doing a good job. So this is an important farm. All of them are important. But this one you can't screw up on. Because then everybody all year is pointing and laughing. Look at the job those jokers did. Uh-oh. Getting a call from the boss. Said the boss was calling. Which one do you think it was? Take a guess. Don't cheat. Who do you think it was? It was the banker. Probably thought my wife, or maybe my dad. You never know. But nope. It was the big boss. It was the main guy, the bank. Which they were just calling to let me know I actually had questions on my line of credit. Renewing. Said it was maturing this January, but they had already taken care of it and said, no, it's auto renewing. It's on a schedule. We got it done. Don't worry about it. So that's easy. I got to tell you, working with comp here is fantastic. They've been nothing but good to me. I had them do my mortgage loan as well, and that was the easiest house I've ever bought in my life. I can't praise the mortgage team over there enough. That was awesome. The previous houses that I bought, my gosh, the mortgages were awful. I mean, to put it lightly, it was not a good experience. Let's put it that way. It just constantly had to pay attention to what was going on because paperwork was messed up, or they were ghosting me, or just not taking care of business. Let's put it that way. With Compeer, I literally said, "Hey, I want to buy this house." And they said, "Okay," and then 20 days later, they said, "All right, it's done. You can move in." It was a what? Okay, that was easy. So, anyway, besides the point, it has nothing to do with farming. Well, line of credit, but yeah. If you're looking for financing, not sponsored by the way, but Compeer is a fantastic bank to do so. Dad waited here to make sure that it was going to be running good, which luckily he did because it's throwing error codes. He finally got off the phone with Prairie State. They told him what to check, so we got to do some tearing apart on this tractor, so I'm going to take it up there. Luckily he has a dually with all the tools. Great. But yeah, he was like, "I assume you're still throwing codes." I said, "Oh yeah." He said, "I can tell. It's smoking like a dragon." So I don't know why it's puffing like crazy whenever it's throwing this high pressure fuel pump code. So we're gonna try and figure out what the heck is going on with this thing. Hopefully it's nothing that's gonna shut me down for the day, or possibly the rest of the week. That would be really bad. But I'm gonna try and figure it out. I do notice that it is a little short on power when it's doing this, and not only that, I really don't want to tear anything up extra. It's already throwing code, so let's not go too far here.
So you pull that line up out of there, and he said it'll be all gooey if that's the problem.
And you clean it out.
You just take brake clean and spray it off.
Well, we can already deduct that that's not gonna be the case. This is Salisbury Farms we're talking about here. I assume the engine needs rebuilt is what's happening.
Broke. Then we're going to need a 5/16 socket.
5/16.
That is not the problem.
What did I tell you? It can't be too easy. Nothing is ever easy here at Salisbury Farms. It's either a relief valve that's sticking open, not letting it build pressure on the fuel rail, or the fuel pump itself. But the fuel pump's $1,000, so we don't want to just throw a fuel pump at it. The code is gone. Let's hope it doesn't show up. If it does, I kind of just gotta quit, take it home. They want it at home. They want a heated shop, obviously, to work on it. Understandably, it's freezing out here. Let's just hope that code never shows up and I can work as long as I want tonight. Just one of those nights. Beautiful night. I can go a long ways with what I just put on the cart. Let's just hope and pray, I guess. All right, I got something going on. At least it looks like something's going on. It looks like I may have grabbed a rock or something, or my basket's plugged. But it's kind of trenching. I mean, you can see here. Well, no, you can't see. But it's on this left-hand side. This one here. Everything looks fine. These are turning. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing stuck. That's why a lot of the times I don't like running at night, because half the time you can't see what the heck's going on with this bar anyway, excuse me. I enjoy running at night because it is very peaceful out here, just by my lonesome, and I can have my peace and quiet. My wife hates it that I get this peace and quiet, but I invite them out all the time. But anyway, yeah, on this bar specifically, I hate running at night because I can't see anything. I can see the cart behind me, like you can. Can you see the bar or anything that's going on back there? No? Me neither. I have no idea what's happening back there. And half the time, you know, I'm constantly checking my mirrors, and I've got my camera of my metering system that I put on. I can see the meters turning here, but I can also see underneath the cart. And so a lot of the times I'll catch trash. I can see it piling up underneath here, and then I know, okay, my back rows are plugged, and it's now made its way underneath the bar and made a brown bale the size of the cart. So it's, yeah, it is what it is. But like this stuff isn't wet, so I'm not having any issues. It's also very flat. There wasn't a lot of trash. This isn't a high yielding farm. It looked awful all year. Terrible. I mean, the flats here looked really good, but up on the hill, oh my gosh, we thought it was zeros. But it actually did way better than we thought it did. I don't know the exact numbers for you, but it's not as big of a crop as a lot of our other farms. So there's not a ton of trash here, and it usually gets flattened out anyway, because as soon as it rains, we're on a bluff and it's just a big hill, and all that water just kind of rushes down, and it just kind of sends all that stuff to the ditches. Or, you know, we get a gust of wind and it kind of just rushes down, and it has free reign to just blow that crap away and out of here. So this farm is usually never an issue as far as plugging. At least I've never had it do it yet. Well, we got our first plug of the night anyway. Row 3, it says, is blocked, so I gotta go figure that out. What do you got going on? I did run it a little bit, and I can see the fertilizer on the ground next to the row, so it was blowing out of this. So I'm just gonna take the sensor off here, see if there's something blocking that. Don't see anything. It's coming out. All right, we found it. That's all it took. It's that shard right there. Not very big. We got lodged just right. Anyway, so I'm gonna fold this up, and I gotta take this home, which is unfortunate because obviously I don't have the end rows done and the little patches, but we did get a lot done tonight. This is the best night I've had, the best day I've had of running, and yeah, I mean, we still had several breakdowns. I actually had a few rows plug again, 3 and 5, not too long ago, but we got them out with just a wire, sticking it up through the knife, and busted it out of there. And they ran fine after that, so. Well, we made it home. Parking this in front of the shop because I can't get it all the way into the shop with the strip tow bar hooked up. So tomorrow morning when the guys get here, I'm just gonna have to nose it into the shop and maybe close the door a little bit between the implement and the tractor. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Hey, it was a good one. Finally had a good day. A few breakdowns, but nothing major. If you like the video, hey, hit the thumbs up button. Leave a comment. Subscribe. It's all free. And if you enjoyed it, appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys that are subscribed, and we'll catch you in the next one.